Hi everyone, so in today's video I'll be trying out Spellbinders BetterPress of the month with a couple different options. So let's just go with, they sent these items free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And the links I'll have in the description box for the US and the UK will be affiliate links, which means I will make a small commission for your purchased items to those links. My goodness, tongue-tied already, I'm not even going to edit that. So this is for March 2025. I already did a whole unboxing of everything that would come in the deluxe caboodle. Other than the wax seal, I didn't have it at the time to show it to you guys. Full disclosure, I still don't have it at the moment, but I will have that hopefully in the next few days here. But I did show you all those different items, including the bonus item that you'll receive if you are a deluxe caboodle club member. If you sign up right now or however, you will receive that. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I had to sign up for 3 months to get something like that. No, it just comes with it. I will say if you're watching this video that the signups are open. A lot of times they are supposed to be open on the 6th, but sometimes they open on the 5th a little bit early, in the later hours of the evening. So if you're seeing this video, that means if you're new or just want to add, maybe, well, yeah, I guess if you're new or you want to come back or however, you can go ahead and sign up. And again, there is no commitment. I mean, if you order this month and you don't want it to come next month, whatever it is you're picking up, you can cancel it in a couple days and you'll still receive the one that you just signed up for, and no big deal. But if you remain a club member, like if you already picked it up, you might as well let it go for the month, right? You get 10% off the site when you log in. So that's just a perk that is every day. So this guy is a little bit bigger than A2 size. I did already do all the sizing like in the previous video, but the stencil of the month this month does coordinate with the embossing folder, which we already used this, but there's also this set of 3 that coordinates with the BetterPress. So maybe it's something you're interested in picking up if you are a BetterPress member, or if you're a Stencil member, maybe you want this guy. You can foil these, so if you don't have BetterPress, you can put this in your glimmer, or you can just use it as a rough kind of stamp. I do that all the time. Just kind of ink it up, put your paper on there, and it's not going to give you the letterpress look, but it's going to give you like a stamped look, maybe a little rougher kind of design. I like using them that way too. So let's probably just jump into it. So I'm going to grab some paper, some card base, and we'll get going. I'll be right back. Okay guys, this first card is going to be super easy. I'm just going to use some pearlescent paper. I like metallic paper in a BetterPress without ink. It looks really nice. But today I'm going to use a metallic one, so we'll see how it turns out. So it's a really pretty soft pink. I'm just going to pop it like just eyeball center of this guy here. You know what, I will say, I already cut this down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, so it matte layers onto an A2 size card. So if you're making your own, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I already have a sentiment from the stamp of the month, the clear stamp of the month. This month there's a lot of sentiments, so I will link the original unboxing video because that should help us out and see what's going on, measurements, all that kind of stuff that I usually do. So with this kind of thing, I'll normally put a little something sticky on the back here, like a piece of the washi kind of doubled over. Hopefully it doesn't impede anything, but we'll see. So I'm going to do this very delicately. Actually, we can just pop it down, push it through, huh? Maybe we don't even have to do that. Let me see. I'm going to try something different. So 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And we're going to take our plate. I always have, excuse me, oh my gosh, all 3 of these shims in here. And I show it to you guys every once in a while, but the machine came with 3 shims and I always have all 3 in there. I was thinking maybe I need a 4th one for this because I'm not doing much. The paper's not super thick, but we'll see. Hopefully the effect will still be nice. So what I'm going to do is actually just pop this down. And I'm just going to place this on here because it doesn't really have to stay off of it. We're not using ink, And that way I don't have to put another piece behind this, since I already trimmed it down. And now that I think about it, I already trimmed this one down too. I probably shouldn't have. I should have left it big enough to put a little tape to hold it and then run it through. But we'll just pop some double-sided something behind it. Okay, I'm just going to run that through without anything but the pretty paper. You want to ink it up? Of course you can ink it up. There's just a different kind of look. And so I'm just going to run that through. So hopefully we still get that good letterpress look, even though it's not super tight. I'm going to run it through twice. I do see that it pressed really nicely here. Oh my goodness. Let me show you what happened. As I was turning this little guy popped out. I'm telling you, I use this thing all the time, so basically it just loosened up. But I still have the little tool. I'll tighten that up and then we'll continue working. Actually, the tool's like sitting here. Anyway, I'll grab it. Well, I'll grab it in a minute, but it's literally still right here from whenever I first got this, guys. So if that happens, guys, just tighten it up. That is so funny. It's basically what's it called? An Allen key? Hex? I don't remember what these are called. But if you have them, you know, in your tools, I always have a set of keys. You don't have to hold on to this thing. It's a standard size. Here we go. And tighten that up. And, you know, this little guy kept popping out the other day. And I don't care enough to try to replace that. But I do have it, but it does come with 2 of them whenever you first get your machine. So you can just pop that in there. It's okay. All right, so I just want to show you that. And I'll put this right back where I got it from, because that way, if it happens again, I will tighten that up again. Let's put this over here. All right, guys, and let's see here. Yeah, I mean, that's okay. It kind of, the middle isn't as embossed as I would like, but again, I probably should have put one more layer, like one more shim. So I'm just going to, no, not that. I'm just going to glue this down, and then we're going to pop a sentiment on top, okay? I'll be right back. And I will say the BetterPress does come with its own sentiments this month. You have You're a True Friend and Just Because I Care, and then you have the die to cut those out if you would like. Again, this is from the stamp of the month. And I'm just going to eyeball this before I really push that down. That looks pretty good. And it just says, Your love is my anchor. I think it's a really sweet, quick card, right? Really pretty. Hopefully you can see that texture. Okay. So for this next one, we are going to use some ink, and I am going to, again, I already cut this down to fit an A2 size card. This A2 size card was cut at 4 1/4 and then scored at 5 1/2. So it's 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. This cardstock is thicker than the one I just used, so that's never an issue. But if you do have a thinner one, add another shim. And I have plenty of those Spellbinders shims because I love them. They're so good. Instead of trying to use like a piece of cardstock or something that might help you out to shim up or layer up something, it's nice to have those because they're reusable and they take a beating, I will tell you. I'm not going to stick this down quite yet because I don't know how long this will hold, but I'm going to place that there. And not too knobby. It's just, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm kind of folding it over itself so it's double-sided. Of course, you can use your positional adhesive, something like that. Excuse me, my goodness. Okay. Oh, I should have done the sentiments first, but that's okay. We'll do this. And where are my inks? Okay. I don't know what I was saying. I'm just going to use black ink because we're going to color it in. But, you know, if you want to use like a blue or something unexpected, that'd be really cute. Green, whatever it is. But I think it's floral, the way we're coloring it in. So I want to use greens and other colors for that part. So I'm just going to take this black ink. Somebody had asked, and I need to respond, how do I know when I need to re-ink? Because I had mentioned I need to re-ink some of my things. Like even right now, see, it's not really doing the best job. And if it was super juicy, it would just be on there, you know? So that's how I can tell. It's a little too dry. And actually, you know what? I better not. I'm just going to keep doing this because if I re-ink it right now, it's not going to suck it in a way that's going to help that much. So you have to kind of let it soak in. So I'm going to try and just find juicier areas and really get this on here. I will say this is not flat, so it's not like, oh, it's, you know, but they're all lines. It's just lines. So as long as I get these all inked up, I'll be happy. Just want to make sure to really ink them as best as I can. But it's just not that juicy looking. I guess that's the word, even though it got really juicy right there. Okay. And with, you know, water-based ink, it just doesn't seem to, it just seems dry. I guess that's what we're going for. Okay, I'm just going to center this as well as I can on here. And that little double-sided tape should help us. And I'm not even going to place this on until I'm ready, just in case it falls off. Just in case it's not holding as well as I would like. So let's get this guy ready to go. Okay, I'm going to pop this on here, and it's holding right now, and I'm just going to run that through. Okay, and let's see what we got. It's very pretty. Look at that. I mean, that is just a gorgeous BetterPress just gorgeous by itself. That was just some heavyweight paper. It was probably like 110-pound paper. It's not the porcelain paper or porcelain. That's one of the colors. It's not the cotton press paper, you know. But again, I don't want to smear that. I feel like that's a little bit wet there. Oh, you can hear the texture. Right? So, okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit. Generally, it dries pretty quick, but I was really trying to get this thing really inked up. Let me clean up just a little bit. We're gonna run our sentiments through. Again, this is the bonus sentiment. So let me grab, I should have another piece of white paper cardstock around here. I always do. Oh, that is a full card. We don't want to do that. Here we go. All right. And actually, let me find another scrap. I'll be right back. Okay, this is better. And I was going to clean up, like I said, but you know, we'll clean this off in just a moment. You can definitely use an archival ink cleaner like this. This is the one that Spellbinders carries. It's a Ranger product. I have an LDRS Creative one. You can use just alcohol. You can wash it as soon as you're done using it. However, but I did find this scrap of paper right next to the other one. I just didn't want to use the other one because it was like a full card base, and I just need a scrap for this. You know, whatever inks you want to use for that. Let's put that right there. Again, this is just heavyweight card stock. And I'm going to stick this guy here and here. And let's ink this up. I'm telling you, the BetterPress, it just does not miss. It's so good. Just get that really on there. Again, that's what they say, do like a kiss kind of technique where you're like, also really just making sure everything's inked up. And when I go to re-ink that one, all I'll do is just put some drops of the ink, you know, here and there, and then just let it sit. Okay. I'm not really too particular about how I placed my paper. I was just like, that's in the center, this is in the center. So, and that worked out real well. Okay. And, all right, now I will clean up and then we'll run these guys through and do our stenciling. Okay, guys, so I forgot these are very punny. I don't know if you know, it's like real in the good life, enjoy the great outdoors, you're on par with the best, may the fair always, you know, have a hole-in-one kind of day. So to make that make sense, I'm going to add a little bit of the small die of the month to this card. So I know this was a pretty quick tutorial anyway, so let's do that. So right now I'm just eyeballing left and right, kind of where these might be, and then I'm gonna make it, I think, more of a golf kind of card. And I know ladies like to play golf as well as gentlemen, whoever, the aristocracy among us here. So I'm going to roll this through and we're gonna get all those at once, and then I'm going to make a card. I don't know if it's gonna be very girly. It's just gonna be, it's gonna be cute. In my mind, I know what I want to do. So let's get those guys. Okay, I'm just gonna leave them on there for now. And what we're going to do is start our stenciling. So let me grab a little something to stencil on. Again, I already have this cut down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. You know, that's the kind of matte layering I like. And then we have these guys. So let's look at them and see what we want to do as far as coloring. So we have the inner portion of the flowers. Very pretty. And then this middle portion, and then like what's the greenery, I guess, right? And there's gonna be some white all around. So let me grab a couple different colors of, like, are we gonna go with pink? Should we go with pink? I've been doing a lot of purple and teal recently, so, or lately, or however. So let's go with some pink. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go super light pink. And just a little bit of and very, very light hand on this, because I do want it to be much lighter than the next thing. And so there we go, there we go. Again, I try to do a little more organic. I don't try to make it so it's all like super, I don't know, colored in, right? Just leave it a little more fun. Okay, and then we have this one, the next one. Looks really pretty. Ooh, a whole different color, like orange would be lovely, right? Just something different, but I'm gonna go with this one. And I'm just lining it up wherever the lines are, kind of, you know, just eyeballing that. Let's go with this berry color. Yeah, you can see that one's much hotter color. But again, I just kind of have fun with it. I'm not looking to super color it in. Okay, that is very pretty. And then the last one, again, does like the leaves. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. It looks like a flower with the leaves, right? So just kind of, again, lining it up on those lines. That looks really good. This one's smaller, so I'm going to try to stick this where there aren't any of the little greens sticking out, the little leaves. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to use this green that actually is, I usually use green on this, and then the other day I used blue, so it might be a funky little color. Oh, look at that guy. Okay, we'll see what happens. I think even teal would be very pretty. Okay, I will be careful though, because this is actually a hybrid ink and it wants to reconstitute that archival ink. I don't know if you can see that. It was kind of smearing a little bit, so I'm going to be very careful. A lot of times when you're mixing matching inks, you want to think about that, and I didn't think about it to begin with when I just grabbed this one. I should have used a water-based ink. But I thought archival inks were supposed to be okay with any kind of anything, but I guess not. So really quickly, if you are using a pigment ink, it will resist water. Like if you come in with water, it'll be fine. If you use a water-based ink to stamp with, then you come into color with like alcohol ink markers, that'll be fine. But if you use a water-based ink and then use water-based, you know, watercolors, obviously, or something like that, it's going to reactivate, right? So a hybrid ink works for both. And I think archival ink works with water, but it doesn't work, again, with a hybrid ink like this, because it's going to make it do its thing again, you know? So anyway, just something to keep in mind. Look how pretty that is. I mean, that is gorgeous. With your sentiment just popped on top would be amazing. But I'm going to make this make sense for a hole-in-one kind of a card. So I'm just going to glue this down and then we'll move on. Okay, guys. So I have my card, and I just put a little weight on top of it to flatten that out. We have our sentiment over here. I have some pieces here. So with this one, I have a scrap of black paper that I'm going to kind of put like here. And it is 5 3/8 by, I think I did 1.5 inches. So I'm going to cut a little piece of green paper to go with that. I mean, I can obviously just stick this down and cut the back of it, I guess, if we wanted to. Maybe that's what I'll do. Either way, I'm going to cut a piece of this to be 1.5 inches wide and roughly 1.25 inches tall, okay? So I'm going to have a little green piece of paper, and this is some paper I had that already had texture. I thought that's kind of cute. And then from the small die of the month, we have these pieces. So what I'm going to do is cut a black hole, right, for the hole-in-one thing. From this part of the putter, I'm going to cut silver paper. Do people use wood handle? I don't know. I thought wood looked cute. It looked like old school, kind of classic. So I'm just going to do wood for the handle, but of course, whatever it is that you think it needs to be made out of, the color, you know. Again, black paper there. And then I have this really pretty piece of off-white cardstock, and it's a nice matte layer. I probably should keep it for that, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is go ahead and cut into this with the golf ball die. The wax seal of the month this month looks a lot like a golf ball. If you want to do that instead of the actual, this die, you can definitely do that. So tape that down so it doesn't move. And then also a cream colored background, just like, why not? And we'll put that together. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so with this, I'm going to go ahead and stick this down again, about 1.5, and it is kind of crooked, and I thought that's actually kind of cute because it looks like, I don't know, has a little something going on back there. So stick that guy down at the very base here. You can make it taller if you want. I just had that scrap and I made it work. Okay, and then we have our little circle here, or hole, I guess. And I'm just going to put it off to the side like that. I'm actually going to cut that piece off. And then we have our golf ball. Like I said, I was going to pair this up with a creamy colored kind of background. I want to make sure that sticks down nice, cute. I'm going to hold that down for a little bit. And then this guy and this guy, I'm going to put it off so it's kind of going off that black matte layer there. And so I just cut that off. And this guy can be, you know, deep in there, however you want to hold that. So my plan is to kind of have it sticking out like that, and we'll cut the excess off, okay? So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so we have this. I mean, you can leave it on there if you want to bleed out into the thing. That's cute, too. But I think I'm going to have this guy here, and then this guy kind of behind it like that. Make it a real easy shot, right? And then maybe just hang it off the side. That's cute. Again, I cut this one off, but you didn't have to. I don't know. Maybe something like that. Okay. Off the side there. Okay. Nope. Cut off the excess. Right there. I mean, this guy can be on dimensionals if you wanted. I'm just kind of gonna stick that down. Okay, and then we'll bring this guy over. That's so cute. The reason I did this little strip is so that it wouldn't get lost with like everything else that's going on with the card. But I think it looked really cute. And pop that guy like right there. Okay, and then again, these guys just pop out real nice. So you have all these punny things for the small die and some of the other items that are there with the deluxe Caboodle or in the club kits this month. Enjoy the great outdoors. That's really cute too. Anyway, I was thinking about this guy. So have a hole-in-one kind of day. So I'm going to put this on dimensionals, and then we'll just stick it right down here. Okay, guys, so I have my little dimensionals on that. I mean, this can go anywhere. I think it looks cute here, just somewhere kind of unexpected. And let me see how straight that might be. Does that look good? I kind of don't want it centered, so I'm going to move it over a little bit more so it's purposefully like off-center. The way I had it look like it was kind of in the center, but not really, you know? So let's just do that. And there it is, guys. So thanks for watching. Just, again, a super simple way of doing this. You know, just using that to get the little texture. And then, you know, with the stencil looking really great. And paired with the small die of the month. I love the way that all came together. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I will have, again, images coming up. I'll have the links there in the description box. And as I said, it is open now for people to sign up brand new if you'd like, or to, you know, get signed up again if you were signed up at a previous point. But I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.